You're one of the Bay Constables here in the town of North Hempstead, and I wanted to ask you a little bit about some of the transient moorings that North Hempstead offers to people who come and visit. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. The town has 20 transient moorings. They contract with Myron Marine, the port water taxi, to maintain those moorings. The moorings are provided so people can come to the town, tie up for free for 48 hours, come to the town dock via the water taxi or their own dinghies, tie up and enjoy the beautiful Port Washington area.
And you said that there are 20 of them. Do you find that they're often filled to capacity? Is there a high demand for this?
On the weekends and holidays, there is a high demand. I have seen them full. They don't fill up all the time. They're on a first-come, first-served basis. And if there's any confusion, they're yellow in color, so we were able to direct people to them. And we'll go out, the Bay Constables will go out, introduce themselves, tell the people the parameters of the moorings. Port Water Taxi is also authorized to do that. And we'll let them know, what they could do once they get up into town and where Town Dock is, and West Marine, the restaurants, supermarkets, laundry, the library for internet access if they can't get it elsewhere.
That's great. Well, we encourage people to come and spend some time here in Port Washington, and certainly the use of the transient moorings is one of the ways that they can come out and visit.
It absolutely is. The transient moorings are wonderful. We meet a variety of people from all over the world who use these moorings.
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So I'm here today with Bill Gordon from Long Island Boat Rentals, and we're here discussing what it's like to own a boat for a day without actually really owning it. So Bill, give me a little bit of an idea of what you offer people who come down and want to rent something, a boat or an afternoon with one of your boats.
Okay, well we offer people no hassle boating, so they have no hassle boating with the convenience of being able to jump in a boat, ride around, enjoy the day, and come back, not having to worry about the maintenance, the upkeep, the repairs, or the storage, insurance. It's no hassle. Two, it's cost. Okay, if anyone has owned a boat, they know the expenses of hauling it in and out of the water, storage, and except for gas, this is a much cheaper option for the casual boater. So cost and convenience are the two big options.
Well, that's great. So I also understand that you charter boats as well. So somebody can either come in and charter a boat for the day with a captain, or they can come and rent a boat themselves and be their own boat owner for the day. Can you describe the two?
Sure, absolutely. So for people who have boating experience, they're very comfortable on the water, they've used boats before, they can come down and rent a boat and go out for the day with their experience. If they don't have experience, they have the option to charter a boat, in which case we'll find their captain, and a capable captain will take them out for the day on the small boats, or also on 2 yachts that we offer for charter. And they can take a trip down to the World Trade Center and the Statue of Liberty for the day, knowing that they're safe with an eligible captain, or they can go out to Huntington or restaurants over in Connecticut, again with the convenience of knowing that they're safe because somebody who knows how to run the boat is in that operation.
And there are activities that they can also do if they come to you?
Yes, so the activities are now, and we've just introduced it, allowing them to do water sports on several boats, and we're also delivering boats to yacht clubs in the area for people who want the convenience of having their boat delivered to them.
So what kind of activities do you offer?
Well, people can come fish. This particular boat is laid out and nice for fishing, so they can come, they bring their fishing tackle, and they go out and fish for the day. Some of our other boats are much more family-oriented boats where they go out, they have a cruise, we have bimini tops, they bring an ice chest and they go swimming. Or now we're starting to introduce tubing and water skiing and waterboarding.
Oh, fantastic. I have a feeling that I'm going to be experiencing one of those activities shortly.
Great. Well, we look forward to having you.
A lot of fish jumping out of the water. Is this also a great place to go fishing as well?
So I grew up on Manhasset Bay, and the fishing has only gotten better over the last 40 years. 2 summers ago, I caught 2 30-pound striped bass about 500 yards from here, right in the bay. So
wow.
you don't need to leave the bay to get beautiful fish.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm getting a little nervous. I can't believe that.
What?
I'm excited.
Oh.
It's like nervous energy.
This is known as a no-wake zone, and it keeps Manhasset Bay nice and calm so that all the sailboats and the other boats do not get shaken up by the wake. So you're not allowed to go faster than this when you're in the bay. Otherwise, the Bay Constable will stop you and indicate that
well, North Hempstead has some of the best Bay Constables there are, and so there's no doubt that they're keeping a close eye on everyone here out in the bay.
They do. And that makes it a very safe place to boat, which is why people come to boat here.
I'm so excited.
Every day during the summer, Kim, you see people out here tubing up and down the cold coast here. And on a day like this, you would see 5 or 10 boats just going up and down, enjoying tubing. And today we're going to do it. We have a nice double tube here that's very stable, so it'll keep you'll have a comfortable ride and a safe ride. And we're going to do that same tour, going up and down the Gold Coast mansions and enjoying the scenery.
Okay, so everybody, watch very carefully.
So,
I'm going tubing. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, Kim, here we go. Unless you use a boat a lot, you really shouldn't own one. You should just rent one.
For somebody like myself who really doesn't want the hassle of owning one, I certainly want to be here and enjoy the day as it is today.
We've got people coming down here from the tri-state area. What's exciting is people from the 5 boroughs are regularly renting boats because this Manhasset Bay and the Western Long Island Sound is some of the best waters in the tri-state area for boating. It's safe, it's protected, and it's absolutely beautiful. It is the Gold Coast, and people enjoy just seeing it from the water.
So I'm standing here with John from Atlantic Outfitters. Hi John, how are you?
Good, Kim. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. So I understand that you have generations of your family that have been here on the bay. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
We have actually. My father grew up on the bay. His parents moved to town in the 40s actually. They lived over in Manhasset. My parents currently live over in Sands Point, and I live in Port Washington also. So we do, and then my kids too. We all have grown up working here on the bay and enjoying the waters in and around Manhasset Bay.
Now, speaking of enjoying the waters, I understand that Atlantic Outfitters provides certain services that allows the entire public to enjoy the waters. Can you tell me what you do?
We do. We offer kayak rentals, stand-up paddleboard rentals. We also rent fishing equipment. We do fishing lessons, kayaking lessons, stand-up paddleboard lessons. So we really try to help people experience water and get out in the bay in fun ways.
Now you see that I am currently wearing a wetsuit.
Yes, very safe in your wetsuit. This time of year the water is very cold, so it's a very good idea right now to wear one.
But not everybody has to if they want to come for lessons. Is that correct?
That is correct. We usually don't start doing rentals until the water temperatures are at a safe level.
Okay.
We usually like it to be in the high 50s. So a couple more weeks and then we start doing lessons and rentals.
Okay, but I am wearing a wetsuit, so what does that mean for me?
You are. That means you will stay nice and warm when you fall in the water.
Great!
So, but we're not going to fall in the water. That is not our goal. But it is a good idea at this time of the year to wear a wetsuit or some kind of protection because the water is still very cold.
Now, what do you have here? Can you...
We have a couple of different kayaks here and a stand-up paddleboard you can see. We may try and get you into a Hobie pedal-powered kayak, which is pretty neat.
Okay.
They're very popular. And then we have standard sit-in and sit-atop kayaks we put people out in also. Appropriate for all ages. We put kids as young as 5 years old in there. They can take a kayak by themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, and how do people get in touch with you when they want to?
They can give us a call or they can just stop by. Weekends, we tend to be a little more crowded, so we do ask people to try and make a reservation. There's no charge for reservations. You can just call up and tell us if you want a 2-person kayak, a pedal-powered kayak, a paddleboard, and we'll put that aside for you. And we have a change room. You just come on down, bring a change of clothes because it is a water sport. You can get wet. So, a change of shorts, a shirt, hat, sunglasses, and sunblock. Very important to wear your sunblock. We get you signed up, and then we bring you down here and we pop you in the water.
Okay, well, let's pop me in the water.
Okay, first we get your life jacket here.
Oh, life jacket, very important.
We require everyone to wear a life jacket when they go out.
Okay.
Not only law, but it's also a safe and smart thing to do.
Oh, tell me a little bit about the kayak run.
The kayak run's a great event. We usually do it at the end of July. It's a fundraiser, a benefit for Community Chest. It's not a race, it's more a tour of Manhasset Bay, so it's good for, again, people of all ages to do. At the end we have raffle drawings for prizes. Top prize is a kayak, and then other local businesses commit some prizes also. So it's really a fun event, and it goes to a good cause.
Kayak run.
Okay, so we're going to hop down here. I'm going to let you try the Hobie out. This is one of our pedal-powered kayaks.
Okay.
And people really love this one. You don't have to paddle, which is very unique about the Hobie. So we're going to give that a shot today. Let me just get it set up in the water for you, and I'll have you step down here and hop in, and off we'll go.
Okay.
Okay, now what I want you to do is you're going to squat down as low as you can, and put your hand across the other side, and then just move your rear end over and sit down.
Okay, should I kneel or no?
You can kneel. People do all different things. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with.
Oh my God.
Now you can hold on to me here. I will stabilize you just in case.
Okay, so my feet go there.
Yep.
My butt goes there.
Yes. This is the hardest part, just getting it. There we go. Nice and easy.
Very
graceful.
smooth.
Very graceful. Okay, just put your foot on here. Okay, you're going to push that forward, just checking for the length, and do the same on the other side. Excellent. Now here's how you steer, right here, okay? This is your rudder.
That's my steer.
That's your steering, okay?
What's the paddle for?
Just for looks.
Just for looks. How do
Just
I look?
in case. There we go.
And
okay.
I'm paddling?
Yep, just start pedaling your feet, and again, steer with your left hand on that little tiller right there. Good, push it over to the right, it'll turn you right.
Do I want to turn around?
Probably. Hopefully not here.
This is fun. Okay. Oh, wait. I want to go that way. See you. This is a launching dock specifically for the public to use?
This is actually our launching dock just for our customers here. We do charge a fee for launching, but the town has got 2 great kayak floats that they installed for anybody to use with your own kayak. There's one located over here at Town Dock. There's no fee for parking or launching. And then there's another kayak float over at Manor Haven Park, where you do have to pay for parking.
Okay.
But again, the float is free to use.
That's fantastic.
And the town built them special for use by kayakers, so it's really wonderful.
So there's a demand for it. You have a lot of people
is.
coming in and making use of it. Okay,
Yep.
well, so now I should somehow find a way to get out of this gracefully. Would you tell me how to do that?
I wish there was a graceful way. Best way to get out is without falling in. The easiest thing to do is try and just roll or put your hands onto the float. Don't push with your feet against the kayak though, because it will tend to float away from the dock, okay? But that's why I'm here to hold it for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Or you can try and stand up and hold on to my hand. It's up to you.
I think I just want to, like, roll over.
Okay.
And done.
There we go. Very graceful.
Ta-da! Here with Chris from Port Sailing Center, and we actually have a sailboat right behind us, and we're going to learn a little bit about what it's like to go out on the sailboat and some of the services that you offer through the center. How you doing?
Good. Port Sailing is celebrating 10 years in business now, and we have a fleet of 11 boats out here on Manhasset Bay. We teach adult classes on weekends, which is quite a lot of fun. Over the 3-day period, people with no knowledge at all come in, learn to sail, and then we rent the boats that they sail on. We're also affiliated with the American Sailing Association. They provide our curriculum, and we're one of 150 locations that provide this service of renting boats and teaching sailing. We have a children's program as well in the summertime that kicks off the end of June. We'll have about 110 kids coming through the sailing school learning to sail this summer. So that's a lot of activity. We employ about 23 people in season, and then 4 of us work year-round here. In addition to that, we do Wednesday night racing, which is kicking off this Wednesday. It's part of our adult program where folks come down, rent a boat. It's kind of like a pickup game of football or basketball, and they get on the boats, go out sailing, and skipper the boats or be crew. It's quite exciting, and there's a coach involved who does it. It runs from 6 p.m. Every Wednesday until dusk. And then we do boat charters and rentals, so all the boats here are available to rent. We get a lot of people that come out from New York City with their coolers, get off the train, get on the boats, and go out sailing for a half day or a full day. And the fleet includes 8 boats like this, the Sonar 23, there's a J24, a Beneteau 36, and in the Caribbean we have a boat we use there in the winter time that's available for charter that's 43 foot, that's in the U.S. Virgin Islands. So we cover you from starting out with small boats up to big boats, and you don't have to own a boat to get involved with sailing here in Manhasset Bay.
Now, how do people locate you?
Google. Website is probably where we get our most activity. Most of the people who do call us have visited the website first. We have an online reservation system that helps our customers clear our process of screening to be able to take a boat out as well.
Okay, well, let's go take a look.
All right.
Sailing has its own language.
Yes.
Related to parts of the boat, how the wind is crossing the boat, and maneuvers.
Okay.
So, for example, the maneuver that we're going to do now is called coming about.
Coming about.
And there's communication that takes place between the skipper or the helmsman and the crew. So, I'm going to say prepare to come about, the crew's going to say ready, and then I'm going to say helm hard to lee, which means I'm turning the boat.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
Roy?
Ready, sir?
Okay, prepare to come about,
Ready?
hard to lee. So we're turning, the wind is crossing the boat.
Wow.
The mainsail comes over by itself.
This is amazing. And you understand all of this.
Absolutely.
And what's a jib?
The jib is the forward sail.
Okay.
This sail is the mainsail.
Okay. And then each one of these colored ropes represents.
These are multiple control lines. So for example, first of all,
Yes.
there's no such thing as a rope on a boat.
I am so sorry.
There are, there are sheets or lines.
Okay.
A sheet or halyards. A sheet is the main control for the sail. Kind of like a gas pedal. Bring the sails. Lines could be used for tying the lines that we had just before when we tied the boat up to the dock.
Uh-huh.
That's the purpose of a line.
Okay.
Then there are multiple control lines on the sail. They're more relevant if you're racing. But for purposes for cruising and doing what we're doing, we leave those lines alone.
Now, how fast can a sailboat, in fact, go?
A sailboat's speed is dependent on the type of sailboat it is and the length of the boat. So, for example, if you're on a cruise, if this boat is doing, and I'll use miles per hour instead of knots, if this boat is doing 6 miles an hour, on the boat, it's going to feel a lot faster than that. But on the water, it's going to feel a lot faster than that. A really high-tech racing sailboat, I've seen them go as fast as 14. Right.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is we're going to execute another maneuver before we
Dock? Is that called docking?
Yeah, before we land on the dock.
Okay.
We're going to do what's called a jibe. The command is prepare to jibe. I'll say jibe ho. This sail, because we're turning the boat where the wind is behind us, it's going to come over really quick.
Okay.
So, but don't worry about it. Everybody's fine.
Okay.
Roy, are you ready?
I am ready, sir.
Prepare to jibe. Jibe ho. I'm turning the boat. And watch the main. Boom.
And there's the boom.
Right. So this sail comes over by itself because it's sitting on a boom.
Oh, I see.
The jib needs a little bit of help.
This metal bar is the boom.
And it's called a boom because
As
in the unlikely event that it hits your head, it goes boom.
It already hit my head before. Wow.
When these boats are out racing, the skippers will push the boat to the limit. But then what you do is you adjust your sails accordingly. You take pressure out of the sail. So like if I do this, I'm taking pressure out of the sail, and you feel the boat, not only is it slowing down, but it's flattening out a little bit.
Right. It's not as tilted.
Right. By the way, I may be inclined, because of the wind direction, it's very important to know where the wind is coming from. And it's also very relevant in terms of where you bring a boat to a dock.
Okay.
This boat does not have an engine, so I don't have the luxury of dropping the sails and using an engine.
Okay.
So I may be in that dock over there, given that the wind is coming from over here, is perfect because I can sail the boat directly into the wind, into what's called the no sail zone, so there's no pressure in my sails. The sails are luffing, and I can bring this boat to a dead stop alongside that dock.
Okay, so we are on beautiful Manhasset Bay, one of the most sought after places here in the town of North Hempstead as the destination. We're in Port Washington, and we're sailing.